Well, hey guys, I hope you're all doing wonderful. The first thing we need to do is check my sound quality. So let's check on my sound quality. Of course, there's an advertisement. I have to watch the advertisement. Anyway, here we go. Let's see how I sound. There's an advertisement. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, guys, we're going to do this. We are going to do an Instagram live stream. On my, wait, where are we? That's not what I wanted. Anyway, we're going to do an Instagram live stream on my YouTube live stream. Here we go. We're going live on Instagram right now. Okay. Putting this over here. And we are now live on Instagram and YouTube and everywhere. Okay, guys? So let's see what's going on. We have John Yilmaz says, wait, where's John Yilmaz? John Yilmaz says, yo. Hey, if anyone's watching on Instagram, you guys can ask questions too. Okay? Okay. So John Yilmaz says, what's up? I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing all right. Yeah. And then Ahmet says, yo. Well, yo. Right back at you. Semra just waved at me. I'm going to wave back at her. So, Beautiful Landscape says, hi. Arda says, hi, Jack. My name is not Jack. All right, guys? I don't know what I have to do to get people to understand that my name is not Jack. Okay. Here we go. Naz says hello. Well, hello, Naz. I don't think I've seen you here before. Arda, your connection distorts. Oh, is my internet bad? Hey, people, is my internet bad? Please let me know if my internet is bad. Because I can change connections. So. Beautiful Landscape says, hi, Zach. How are you? I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm glad to see you all here. I'm glad to see that everyone is here having fun. I have had a really long day, and this is the last thing that I'm doing today. So I'm pretty excited to have everyone here. You guys can talk about anything you want, and I will respond. Okay? But you can't speak Turkish. No Turkish. No Turkish. Aslan says, hello, guys. Mehmet Ali says, it's been a while. How are you? Well, I already answered that. I'm doing okay. So Alish says, I'm sorry, but I can't find your Instagram account. I wrote the letters one by one on Instagram, but I couldn't find them. I couldn't find it. Yeah, it's Learn English with Zack. Learn English with Zack is the name of my Instagram account. Yes, so Ramazan says, hi. Rumesa says, Jem says, hello, how are you? I'm doing okay. All right, so guys, I have a question. This guy has a question too. First, let me ask my question, and then you all can answer the question. You can ask your own questions. It doesn't matter. The problem is I haven't really thought about what the question is going to be yet. All right, here's the question. Are you ready? What is the best place to take someone on a date? What is the best place to take someone on a date? So let's say you meet a guy or you meet a girl and you like her or you like him and you want to get to know her. You want to get to know him. What's the best place to take somebody to get to know that person? Is it the movies? Do you think you should go to the movies, go watch a movie together? What do you guys think? Should you go on a walk, go walk on the Sahil or something? What do you guys think? Should you maybe go get dinner? A lot of people say you gotta go get dinner, but I don't know. Like, is that the best way to do this? I don't know, guys. But you guys can let me know what you think. First of all, we have some questions on YouTube. The question is, who is the next U.S. president, Trump or Biden? I don't know. And I don't care much. I care a little bit. But yeah, not much. So Mujahid Bayrak says going for a walk. So you think that you should just walk around? Like, you don't, I mean, doesn't the girl, I suppose it's a girl, doesn't she want you to spend money or something? You think you should just walk the whole time? What do you think? Do you have to spend money? On Instagram, someone just said, America will be great again. I hope so. Let me turn off my thing here. I have my sound on my phone. This is horrible. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm a terrible person. Okay, here we go. All right. So, and then Arda says maybe a picnic by the lake. You could say a picnic by the lake. That's pretty good. A picnic by the lake. That's a good thought. So you know you get your food and you get your conversation and you have a nice scenery to look at. That's pretty good. A picnic by the lake. So Alijan says home is always fine. Home is always fine. Okay. So you think you should just hang out at home? Okay. But would you? Well, anyway, I'm not going to say that. I was going to ask a question, but I'm scared of the answer. All right, guys, listen. The question is, what is the best place to take someone to get to know them? That was the question. For example, no, I can't say that. Can't say that at all. Okay. So on Instagram, someone said, I think the best place is somewhere where you can watch a good view. Where you have a good view. Yes, I think a good view is pretty good. Also on Instagram, someone said, I think going to the beach. The beach is good, but the guys, what do you think about the beach? Is that a good answer? Like at the beach, there's sand and there's salt and there's wind in your hair. Well, I don't have hair, but most people have hair, and there's wind in your hair and everything. Do you guys think the beach is a good way to get to know someone? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, listen, guys. I love you all, and I'm glad you're here. So, the best place to take a girlfriend on a first date is a kebab restaurant because you get to know her better. Why? I'm scared. I'm scared to ask. Okay. So why can't you take her to like a Manta restaurant or like a pide restaurant? Why do you have to take her to a kebab restaurant? That's what I need to know. Hi, Zach. Have a nice evening. You're just saying hello and then you're leaving? Like, that's why are you doing that? Checking out the same live stream from both Instagram and YouTube is fire. But hey, first of all, Ahmet, you have to put a space after the in between the colons to make the emojis work. So make sure you do that next time. Are you using two phones? Are you doing like twin phones? Is that what's going on? Maybe. I don't know. If so, then that's pretty awesome. Hey guys, on Instagram, the question was, what is the best place to take someone on a first date? That was the question. And you know what the answer is? The answer is Furkan is awesome. That's the answer. On YouTube, Furkan just gifted 20 English with Zack memberships. We don't do much with the memberships, but sometimes we have events for my members. So here we go. So MAI says, I am tired of everything. I am also tired of most things, but that's not relevant to our conversation. On Instagram, Musin Aikut says, never gonna give you up, she says. Okay, well, that's pretty interesting. Anyway, let's get another question out there, guys. So let's think about this. So you've met the person, you've taken the person on a first date. How do you know if they like you? Like, what are some signs that they're interested? What do you guys think? Is that Is that something we can talk about? Like, how do you know if somebody's even interested in continuing the conversation? What do you guys think? How do you know if someone likes you? It may sound funny, but how do you know when you love someone? That's what I just asked. I didn't even see this this question, but that is exactly what I just asked. Sort of. You said love. You said, how do you know? You said, how do you know when you love someone? I said, how do you know when someone loves you or likes you? That, my friends, is the question. All right, so here we go. Here we go. On Instagram, someone said, Zach, you speaking that slow than it should be. Yes, I usually speak slowly on my live streams. It's true. Hey, Aslan Memoldov says, I'm from Azerbaijan and I have hello a lot of Azerbaijan. I learned to speak English, but I can't speak well. Help me. Hey, Aslan, I have a video on my YouTube account called İngilizce Nasıl Öğrenilir. You can watch that video and that should help you. All right, guys. Hey, Umut, why are you watching on Instagram? You should watch. You're a moderator on YouTube. What are you doing? Okay. Ahmet says, it would be easily misunderstood if I invited someone to the beach for the first date. It would be misunderstood like they would, like it's too physical. Like there's, you're wearing a bathing suit. You're not, fully clothed. Is that the problem? Like there's too much skin exposed. Is that what's going on? I don't know, man. I don't know what these guys are talking about. These guys on YouTube, these guys are weird. I'm going to wave to these people on Instagram. All right, here we are. And then this person says, hi. Arda says, what's the difference between destroy and overthrow? Well, they're used differently. The word destroy could be something very similar to like yıkmak in Turkish. So you have like a thing and you destroy it. Overthrow, however, could be used, for example, with a government. Let's say that a political party overthrows the government. They take the government and they push them out of power. And now they are in charge. They overthrew the government. Overthrow is used in that way. There's usually like someone with power, and the power gets taken away from that person. They take the power from their hands. So, Furkan is dominating. I forgot what Furkan said, but I'm sure it was awesome. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see what's going on Instagram. Nothing. No one on Instagram is saying anything at all. Well, guys, the question, we're talking about like dating. We're talking about like boyfriends and girlfriends. I said, where do you take someone on a first date? And then I said, how do you know when someone likes you? That's what we're talking about, guys. So, how old are you, teacher? Well, hey, Instagram. Hey, YouTube. How old do you think I am? What do you guys think? Am I 20? Am I 30? Am I 45,000? What do you guys think? I'm waiting to hear you guys. Hear from you guys is what I meant to say. Okay. So, I never understood the gestures of love. Turns out I was wrong. Lesson learned, never again. I thought I understood. Oh, I thought I understood. Sorry. I thought I understood the gestures of love. Turns out I was wrong, never again. Well, I mean, you can try again, man. It might not work out, but it might work out. It's totally an option, man. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I'm sorry that you had a bad situation. But listen, man, you can do it. I believe in you. All right. So on Instagram, someone said 34. They think that I am 34. Over here, people on YouTube think that I am 34. Gökçe thinks I am 34. Ahmet says I'm 32, 28, 38, 36. Wow. Okay. So we have as low as 38. I'm sorry, as low as 28 and as high as 38. Interesting. On Instagram, nothing else. Well, the answer is going to be given momentarily, but not yet. So let's answer a few more questions, and then we'll get back. Then we'll get back to that. If they ask more personal questions to get to know you better, So if the person you're talking to is asking lots of questions, then that means that they want to get to know you better. Okay, that's pretty good. Ali John says it's unknowable. Okay, it's impossible. That might be true. I don't know. So here we have another comment. Fatma Nur says, "Hello, I am reading an English language class. I am taking an English language class, but I think bad English. Hey, Fatma, I have a video on my YouTube channel called How to Learn English. İngilizce nasıl öğrenilir isimli. You can watch that video and it should help you out. How can I think in English? Okay, that's a pretty good question. So the question is, how can I think in English? First of all, do we need to think in English? I mean, can't we just translate everything from Turkish? Isn't that the best way to learn? What do you guys think? I'm interested to see what you guys think. But if you think that we should not be translating, if you think we should be thinking in English, then what is the best way to do that? I don't know. Well, maybe I do know, but that's not important. I want to hear from you guys. So, no, it is good. I'm not sure what you're referring to. It would be a guess from the eyes. Okay, so this person on YouTube said that you have to look them in the eye, and you can understand that if a person likes you or not by looking them in the eye. Well, what does that do? Like, you look at them in the eye, and then, like, if their eyes are closed, does that mean no? And if they're open, does that mean yes? I don't know, man, or woman. I don't know your gender. I apologize for assuming that you are a man. This person says, "Hello, Zach. Can you tell me the promo code for Cambly Kids?" I don't work with Cambly Kids, but I would like to. Yeah, that would be fun. On Instagram, Ramazan says, "I think we need to use a dictionary. We can't learn everything by not translating." Oh, okay. So you think we eventually have to translate something. Yes. Hey, Sinan. Yes, I am on YouTube as well. You want me to show you? Here, look. There's YouTube. Okay. So, all right, here is the next. Sohbet says, "I think body language reveals many signs, such as eye contact, genuine smiles, active listening, and leaning in during conversation." So you think it's all in the body language? Maybe. But you know what I think? I think you should smash that like button. That's what you should do. Hey guys, if you're watching this on Instagram, can you give me a like or a thumbs? What is there on Instagram? Are there likes on Instagram? There's the heart, right? You heart. I'm not sure what that's called. Anyway, you should all heart this live stream. Hey, my sister-in-law just joined the stream. Wait, yes. Hey, Esin, it's nice to see you. Okay, so listen, guys. On YouTube, somebody said, "I have a job interview. Wish me luck." Well, good luck, Hussein, and I hope that the job interview goes well. Well, guys, we just got to the part where everybody guessed my age, and my age is 56. I'm kidding. I turned 31 8 days ago. So last week I turned 31. So I am now officially an old man. Yes, so that's how that works. I assume you use the dictionary a lot while you were learning Turkish. Someone on Instagram says, I assume you use the dictionary a lot while you were learning Turkish. Absolutely. But I tried not to translate very often. I did try not to translate while I was learning Turkish. Hocam, what's the best way to ask someone out on a date in English? Let's before I answer, what do you guys think? What is the best way to ask someone out? So Kerim is ostensibly a male. He's probably a man, and he's most likely interested in women. So listen, guys, tell Kerim how to ask out a girl in English. Let us know. Hey, girls, you guys let us know too, ladies. Tell Kerim how he should ask a girl out. Let us know. Give him some advice, because I'm a man, but I can't give him advice from a woman's point of view. That's I can't do that. I can't do that at all. Okay, guys. So listen, we have so many comments and so little time. Hocam, how did you understand that your current wife loves you in the first place? We'd like to hear from you as well. I kept asking her out and she kept saying yes. That's how I knew. On Instagram, Ahmet says, good evening. Well, good evening to you too. Yes, that is the, that's how I knew. There's nothing special. Furkan says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, on both YouTube and Instagram, you should like. And on Instagram, what do you do on Instagram? You follow. Yes, you should follow me on Instagram. You should subscribe to me on YouTube. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Lots of fun stuff, guys. Okay. Hussein says, playing games, I guess. I'm not sure what Hussein is referring to. Is 2 years enough to get to C1? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, 2 years is a long time. If you just study like all the time and you practice all the time, yeah, I think so. Probably. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's possible. After 2 years, I was speaking, I was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I might have been, I don't know, like a B2 or something. I might have been, I don't know. I don't care. But I think the answer is yes, maybe for some people. Hey, Aiden is here. Everyone say hello to Aiden. Okay. Which language do you feel more confidence in speaking, Turkish or English? Well, obviously, my native language is English. So things like pronunciation and like the flow of the speech is much easier in English. But I will say that after speaking Turkish for so long, some things come to my mind. Aklıma gelir. Some things. The first word that comes to mind is often Turkish for some things. Not all the time, but sometimes. No, we have to think in English. Otherwise, that would take some time, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. How can I write an essay? I don't have any videos about writing, but I can make some. All I can say is that you need to practice. And then you need to find some way to check your work. One thing that you can do is that you can use artificial intelligence. So you can write like a paragraph and say, did I make any grammatical errors in this paragraph or something like that? I don't know if if it could like understand a whole essay and like understand the logic behind it, but it can definitely find grammatical errors. Absolutely. The way languages work does not allow you to translate in a higher level. After a certain point, you start to think in that language autonomously. Autonomously. I probably would have said, did you mean to say autonomously? I would have said like automatically or something like that, but maybe you meant to say something else. Aiden says, are you double streaming, bro? Yeah, bro. You know it, bro. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Naz said, I mean to speak. We need to think. Huh, okay. Yes, you're right. Furkan, by the way, Faizi is a member of my YouTube channel, which means that Faizi is awesome. And I met Faizi the other day, or at least I met someone named Faizi. Hey, it would be great. It would be a great way to be able to think in English if you were in a country where English is spoken. Yes. So if you are in a country where English is spoken, that definitely expedites the process. Expedite. Hızlandırmak. Okay. So sister-in-law, baldız. Is that my wife's sister? My wife's sister. Is that a baldız? I don't know what a baldız is. In Turkish, you guys have a word for everything. Oh my gosh. You have baldız, you have enişte, you have I don't even know them all. There's so many. Like my wife's sister's husband is my something. I don't know what he is. Bacanak or something? I don't know. It's all, you have too many family words in Turkish. You guys need to relax. Okay. Furkan says, I often talk with myself about what happened on this day in English. I try to express the things that happened in English. I think it helps. Yes, when I was learning Turkish, I talked to myself all the time, and I would sometimes respond. I was the closest. Yay. Okay, cool. Sister-in-law sweeter than honey. I'm not sure what that means, but I dig it. Be a close friend first. Okay, be a close friend first. I suppose you're talking about relationships or something. Yes, that's probably what you're talking about. All right. So Aman hocam. Okay. Gökçe says, oh, Ramazan. Hey man, what's going on? That's not Ramazan, that's Rahman. Hey, Rahman. I hope you're doing well. Gökçe says, so I'm curious, how does Turkish sound to foreigners? What language does it sound like? Gökçe, sound like. What language does it sound like? Well, I don't know, because I've never been a complete stranger to Turkish. When I started learning, I started with very basic words, and then I learned more basic stuff, and then I learned more basic stuff. I never just listened to Turkish and had no idea what I was listening to. That never really happened. I started with really simple stuff, and then I just kept adding on to it. Yes. So, if we only listen to English videos or podcasts, will we improve our English? Well, I'm sure you'll improve something. I'm sure you'll get better at something. You'll learn new words. I'm not sure if that's the best way to learn English, but I'm sure it will be helpful. Yeah. All right. So on Instagram, someone, let me take this comment down. Yasin says, I started watching your story time videos and inside out videos, and I can hear most of what you're saying, but not really understand. I write what I hear. It's just improving listening, I think. So you can hear. Wait, I don't understand. So you can hear me, but you can't understand me. Like you can hear the individual words, but you can't understand the sentences? Is that what you're saying? I don't think I understand what you're talking about. All right. So, hey guys, I have to go faster. So I'm getting behind on comments. So let me go a little faster, guys. So Sohbet says, I don't think there's a shortcut to get your brain to think in English. Your ability to speak and listen without translating to your native language evolves from being exposed to English and practicing. I agree, Sohbet. I completely agree 100%. There is no shortcut. It just takes lots of time and lots of effort. Yes. Hi, Zach. Do you know what is the difference between TOEFL and IELTS? Can you give me some info about them? I am not terribly informed about those two tests. Hey, Ozed Kiraz is here. Hey, man. I hope you're doing okay. Is that doesn't look like you? Is that you? Well, I guess that's you. Well, tell I don't know what I was about to say. Okay. So on YouTube, Wow says, my ex-girlfriend was from Kahramanmaraş. I thought we would get married. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. My wife is from Kahramanmaraş. So that's I don't know why I told you that. But yeah, sorry you had to go through that. Hojam, do you like playing chess? Yeah, it's okay. I'm not very good at it. So Dawlet, Gurbanov. That's his name. Says, teacher, I have a question. I understand, but I can't speak clearly. How am I to solve this problem? Hey man, I have a video called what is it called? Hayır anlamıyorsun. I have a video called Hayır anlamıyorsun. Maybe the things that I say in that video might be helpful for you. If not, then you just need to practice speaking. You just need to practice speaking. Yeah. Naz says, I think loving a close friend is not a good idea. I don't know. It feels like you shouldn't open up, and when you confess, it may destroy your friendship with them. How about you guys? Yeah, that's a good question, Naz. Hey, everyone. Naz says that you shouldn't be interested in a friend. You shouldn't try to have a romantic relationship with a friend because it could ruin your friendship. What do you guys think? Is it possible to learn good English in a year? I mean, anything's possible in a year. You could go to the moon in a year. I mean, a year is a long time, man. I think I would say her directly, want to be my girl or not. Okay, so Hassan says the best way to ask out a girl is to just say, hey, you want to be my girl? Okay, that's a good way to say it. What do you guys think? Do you want to learn other languages like Russian or Arabic? Not terribly. Learning a language is really hard, and I'm not sure if I need to learn anything else right now. It takes a lot of work, and I'm not sure what I would use Arabic for or what I would use Russian for. AI is extremely useful. Well, I agree. 28, no. 26, no. Okay. What does it mean, mouth breather? So in English, so most people breathe through their noses. They breathe through their noses. But some people breathe through their mouth, and it's kind of weird. So we call those people mouth breathers. Sefa Dilekolu says, does watching English all the time help our English as much as living in an English-speaking country? Because we will be exposed to this language for a long time. I don't think it matters where you live. It matters who you're talking to. You can go to America and not talk to anyone, and then it won't be helpful. So I think what you're doing is more important than where you are. And then on Instagram, Ramazan says, go home Yankee. Okay. Zack, come all the way down in the comments. I'm getting there. I'm getting there very quickly. So Vikes says, are you a university graduate? Yes, I graduated from the University of Jacksonville University, with a degree in music business, a degree in music business. So he says, which accent do you have? I think I have a pretty standard, plain, neutral American accent. I think I'm pretty standard. Most people in America sound like me. I think so. Some people pronounce certain words a little differently, but most people in America sound a lot like me. By looking up Turkish dictionary when I see words that I don't know, I can improve my English. Or should I look up English dictionary like Longman? Thank you in advance. Yes, I think, if possible, you should learn your English words in English. Like you should look up the English definition. If your English isn't good enough to do that, then you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, so you can just look it up in Turkish and whatever. That's okay. On YouTube, Fadime Kasımlı says, is there any logic of reading in English? Should we learn every word by heart? If there are rules, is it a good idea to learn those rules as a starter level student? If you are referring to pronunciation, no. There is no logic. I mean, there's too many exceptions to care about the logic. There's too many exceptions to care about the logic. Do you have feasible recommendations in the name of improving listening skills? And also, I wonder that how much time does it take to boost this skill? I'm not sure how much time it will take you, but the more you do it, the faster you will improve your listening skills. You can watch my story time series on YouTube. Well, let's come over here to Turkish. Aydın has written something in... Wait, hold on. Ramazan says, you are a precious guy who knows Turkish and English. Well, I try. Seher says, herkes de mi gitti yayın? I hope not. Aydın says, what is the official accent in English? Or do you have something like that? For example, in Turkish, we have İstanbul Türkçesi. No, in America, there are, so some people have a southern accent, some people have a northern accent, but some people are fairly neutral. I think I have a pretty neutral accent by American standards. It's only okay if the attempt ends well. Otherwise, not only the friendship comes to an end, but you can't stand seeing her. Well, I think you are referring to Naz's comment. Where did Naz go? Naz, where did you go? Here she is. So she said, can you be friends? Can you like a friend? And then Ahmet says, well, you can if it goes well. If not, then life sucks. That's pretty much what he said. That's the Zack translation. So would you prefer one that speaks with his accent or one that tries to sound like a native but is also annoying? I am asking this because if one tries to speak in English open his mouth widely, do you find this cringe? Well, guys, here's the thing. Here's the situation. Some sounds don't exist in Turkish. For example, the TH sounds. If you pronounce that as a T, as in Trabzon, that's not going to sound right. That's not about like accent, southern accent, northern accent. That's just wrong. So trying to pronounce the TH sound as a th instead of just a t you definitely need to do that. I think you should try as hard as you can to say things correctly. Like, I think you should try as hard as you can to pronounce things the way that natives pronounce them. That is my opinion. But you don't have to agree with me. I like the southern accent. It sounds good. Yeah, they're kind of cool. You sound really standard. Yeah, I agree. Is there any English accent that you find difficult to understand? No, maybe I don't know. No, no, not really. I can't think of anything. What is the difference between a bachelor's degree and an undergraduate degree? Nothing. They are the same thing. My undergrad and then grad. So grad school, graduate degree is a master's degree. So undergrad is a bachelor's degree. They are the same thing. If you were to study computer science, would you attempt to learn the German language? Hey, Furkan, why are those two things related? I'm not sure what those two things have to do with one another. So Jaylin says, hello, my name is Jaylin. Well, nice to meet you, Jaylin. Yasin, oh, I'm sorry. I've missed some stuff on Instagram. Sorry, guys. Yasin says, I mean, Zach, I hear and type a lot of the words and grammar you see, but I don't fully understand what you are talking about. I guess that would be listening practice. Maybe you need to slow down and maybe do some reading, maybe? I don't know. So you can understand every word that I'm saying, but you don't know what it means. Then maybe you need to find a teacher who you can ask questions to. Because I don't know. Maybe you should go review your grammatical stuff. Maybe you should review your grammar, because maybe that is why. Maybe that's why you're struggling. Maybe you should review your grammar. Vikes says, do you play single player games? If you do, did you use them to improve your language skills? I did not, but many people have used the games to improve their language skills. Hojam. Onur says, Hojam, I hope you're fine. Why do I make mistakes like this? Did you decide to go there? It is usual. That's a standard mistake. People forget to use the first form of the verb rather than the second form of the verb. Totally understandable. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. What is a problem is the fact that my drink, I'm almost out of this drink right here. Okay. So Eden says, if I go to language school in Ireland, what do you think I can improve? You can improve everything. Yeah, great. Furkan says, the last event for the members was fun, but I think if there were more people in the event, it would be better. That's why I gifted some memberships. I hope we'll have more events like that. Yeah, guys. So a couple days ago, or last week, I had a Zoom chat with all of my channel members on YouTube. But only like 6 people showed up. So I have 128,000 channel subscribers, and 6 of them came to the YouTube, the Zoom thing. So, I mean, we had fun, but it would be cooler if there were more people. Murat says, Hojam, I feel that I get stuck and can't learn anymore. What should I do? You should change your strategy, maybe. What are you currently doing to improve? Maybe you should do something else. All right. So on Instagram, Umut says, "Hey, what's up?" And then he said, "That's pathetic." Maybe you're referring to my beard. Maybe you think I don't have a nice beard, or maybe you're referring to this. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, you can't be referring to that. Maybe you were referring to my 100,000 subscribers. Maybe you thought that was pathetic. Maybe you thought it should be like 500,000 or something. I don't know. Hey, where? Oh, I got lost. Okay. Hey, Zach, does it sound weird or too obvious if I say only there instead of saying down there or up there or maybe over there? What are you doing there? What are you doing up there? What are you doing there? What are you doing down there? What are you doing there? It might sound a little weird. It should be understandable. But yeah, it might sound a little weird. But whatever. Do you prefer saying fishy, except for stupid? Recently I used it. The word fishy does not mean stupid. The word fishy would be like questionable. Like I'm not sure about this. I'm not this seems weird. This seems illegitimate, you know. That's what sketchy or fishy means. So Elijah, whatever. Hi guys. Hi there guys. I have a question about that. How can I new and old words in mind? How can I keep new and old words in my mind in the long term rather than short term? That's a good question. Hey guys, what do you think? So the question is, how can I remember words long term without forgetting them? How can I do that? That's it's a good question. What do you guys think? How can this person learn words and remember them? So over here on Instagram, Umut says, no, I was referring to the viewer count out of the subscriber count. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But it's okay. So on Instagram, Pamirnov says, you're Harbi Kral, even though I'm fluent in English. I watch and share your content sometimes in order to increase your reach. Oh, well, thank you. Where are you from? You don't look Turkish in your little tiny picture, but it is a little tiny picture. Maybe you're Turkish. All right. So, and I forgot to take this comment off the screen on YouTube. I apologize. Is it hard to understand a Cockney accent for you? I don't think so. I think I can understand it fine. I haven't heard. Ooh, sorry. I haven't heard much Cockney speaking in my life. So Hakan says, sir, to be in your level, how many years should I sacrifice, considering that I'm a bit retarded and not prone to learning languages? If you are a Turkish person, if your mother language is Turkish and you are trying to learn Turkish as an adult for the first time, then you will probably never speak English like me, just like I will never speak Turkish like you. That's almost definitely the case. Hi, Zach. I'm sorry. Thanks, Zach. Which is more effective for learning? Which is more effective for learning? Watching series, listening, or speaking? I think I know grammar. I think you should do both. If you can only pick one, then maybe speaking? I don't know. You have to do both. Well, okay, so speaking, yes. So speaking, because you speak with a person, and that person is going to speak back. So you can do listening while you do speaking. On Instagram, Aykut says, hi, sir. Well, hi. Nice to see you there. I'm going to wave at these people. Wave. Okay. So I have this problem. I learn, but I forget. I guess the people watching on Instagram just came to say hi. They must be NPC? I don't know what NPC means. Hey, Arda, what does NPC mean? Umut, weren't you just on Instagram? What time is it? You were just on Instagram. Now you're on YouTube. I'm glad you're on YouTube, but I don't know, man. It's crazy. You're all over the place. You're tricking me, man. Travis Bickle? Is that like the name of Travis Bickle? That sounds like somebody's, like a famous person's name or something. Zack, Neil, Jack, Bush, hey, we're here to speak English, man. We're here to speak English. Are you able to imitate the British accent? No, I cannot do a British accent. I am not very good at accents, not at all. Zach, why did you skip my subscription? I am your long period subscriber. I don't think I skipped a question. If I did, then I'm sorry, but I didn't do it on purpose. Oh, yep, I skipped this. I apologize. Zach, I meant you might have heard some people try to sound like you, but really cringe. We as Turks find it silly, but hey, what about you? They pronounce they pronounce correct eloquently, but there is something annoying. If they are pronouncing the words like me, I assure you, it's not going to be annoying. For me, it's not going to be annoying for me. It might be annoying for you, but that's I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. If they're pronouncing the words correctly, it should never be annoying. Okay, sorry that I skipped your question. Hey man, if you don't mind, can you tell us a little bit about your funny memory from the USA? A funny memory from the USA. I have an entire series on my YouTube channel called Storytime. And I tell lots of crazy stories about stuff that has happened to me. So all these people are now letting me know that NPC means non-player character. I suppose that's a gaming term. Like, do you use that in like video games? I don't know. Anyway, hey Instagram, you guys aren't asking me anything. I'm just waving at you and then you leave. Don't do that. Ask me questions and let's talk. First, we talked about relationships, and then we talked about learning new words. We've talked about everything, guys. I want to hear from you guys. Ask me something or say something or let me know that you're there. Olnorth says, I'm really impressed by your ability of correcting the sentences that people wrote to you. By your ability to correct the sentences that people write to you. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, man. You get pretty good at it. Good evening, everyone. How you K Turkish, your native English, your Turkish is so good. Have you watched my other videos? Is that why? Maybe? I don't know. Because I haven't spoken Turkish on this live stream. So I don't know. Well, maybe you've watched my other videos. Anyway, hey, I live in Turkey. That's how my Turkish is so good. Zack, for example, we learned a lot of things and spent a lot of time. If we don't use language, we can forget. Absolutely. If you don't use the language that you've learned, the new words, the sentence structures, you will almost certainly forget them. British accent sounds so cool, but after a while it becomes tiring to understand to me. Do you agree? I don't think it becomes tiring, but I do think it sounds cool. I mean, when I speak, it just sounds normal. But when a British person speaks, it has a different sound to it for me. What do you guys think on Instagram? What's your favorite accent? What's your favorite American accent? Eden says, hey, Zach, I just got here. Are we talking about something specific or are we just chilling? Well, Eden, we talked about relationships. We talked about the best way to get to know a girl or a guy that you're interested in. We talked about whether you can date someone that you were friends with. We talked about learning new words and how to remember those words so you can talk about whatever you want related to those topics or anything else. Zach, where do you live? Hey, do you guys know where I live? Everyone try to guess where I live. For NPCS, watch the movie Free Guy. Okay. I'm in the process of moving, bro. Which city in Turkey do you think is the most ideal to live in? I work remotely. You're moving to Turkey? Or do you already live in Turkey? Or are you moving to Turkey from outside of Turkey? I mean, if you work remotely, then you could live in a city. You could live anywhere you want. It depends on what kind of city you want to live in. So in Istanbul, it's really, really crowded, but we have everything. We have, all the stores, all the shopping malls, everything. Everything is here. And I just realized on Instagram that I wasn't looking at the comments. I had the comments scrolled up, and I missed a bunch of questions. So I apologize to everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am now looking on Instagram. I'm looking at the questions. So you can ask your questions again if you want. You can ask your questions again. Sorry, guys. My fault. So Travis is asking me the best city in Turkey. It depends on what you want. Do you want like cheap? If you want cheap, then you could just find some random city in the middle of nowhere and live there. If you want like, I don't know, cool coffee shops and a cool nightlife or something, maybe you want like Istanbul or Izmir or something. I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for. What do you like to talk about in daily life? History, philosophy, literature. I love philosophy. I love certain types of history. Literature, not so much. Hi, Zach. I missed jamming guitar together. We should meet and play guitar. Hey, Ali. Cool. Good to hear from you, man. Yeah. I haven't seen you in a while. Eren says, I think it'd be a great idea to collab with other English teachers or maybe even just native speakers and have a chat with them and have a chatting stream with them here. Yes, Eren, I've done that in the past. And yeah, I could totally do that again. I just need to send out a couple of, what is that called? Messages, a couple of messages on Instagram. Eren Erdal, how many words can we learn? I don't really know. People always ask, how many words do I need to learn? And I never know what to tell them because I don't know. Angbit says, hello, Zach. I'm an English teacher in Turkey. I think my English is pretty good, but I still want to improve it. What do you suggest doing as a native speaker of English? Hang out with, well, I mean, what's your goal? Is your goal to like speak like an American? Then you should find an American and hang out with them. Yeah. Or if your goal is to like do more academic stuff, then you could, read academic works, scientific papers, stuff like that. It depends on what your goal is. Whatever your goal is, do that. Ensar Zengin says, what's the last time you've been in the States? You were in the States. You could say, what's the last time you were in the States? I think I read it wrong. I think I read it incorrectly. That was weird. Oh, the answer is in April. I was in America in April of last year. Why do you think, do you think why there are any pawn shops in Turkey like the USA? So why are there not pawn shops in Turkey? Well, you have like spotçular. You have secondhand stores. That's kind of like a pawn shop. That's almost the same thing as a pawn shop. Özgür says the best place is Antalya, but not the merkez. You need to get away from the merkez. You need to go toward like Kaş or Kalkan or Alanya. You need to get away from the merkez because the merkez is crowded and crazy. How many words? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to answer that question. Jacksonville, where you were born, you live in Istanbul currently. That is correct. Hi, someone. Someone send me a gift subscription. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Someone on Instagram said, I want to talk fast as you. As fast as you. So actually, you pronounce Turkish names very correctly. I mentioned this. You are great at pronunciation. I'm okay. What are your favorite sitcoms? And then I haven't watched TV since I was in high school. Maybe even like middle school. Yeah, I don't even know. So Furkan, are you saying that Şanlıurfa is the best place to go in Turkey? Is that what you're saying? I've been to Urfa once. It was normal. It was okay. What does jamming mean? Hey, Jafet. Jamming is a word that musicians use to refer to playing together. we're just playing, just making music, having fun making music. Shirin says, I follow you from Turkmenistan. Huh, well, I read your comment from Istanbul. So, Eren says, how many languages do you speak? I speak 2. I can read 1 or 2 or maybe 2.5. I can sort of do a little bit of sign language. I can read a little bit of ancient Greek. So 2 main languages. So Onur says, can I ask you a question? It seems that my Instagram live stream has a time limit, and it seems that I only have 18 seconds remaining on my Instagram live stream. Well, I have to say goodbye to the people on the Instagram live stream. So it was good seeing you guys. Say goodbye to everybody on Instagram. Hello, bye. Sorry. See you next time. All right. So now we're going back over here. And the question was, can I ask which is more difficult for you to communicate with as a native speaker? A person who can speak without any grammar mistakes but slowly, or a person who can speak fast but with mistakes? It depends on the type of mistakes. Are they mistakes that affect the meaning? If so, then yeah, I mean, I would rather you speak slowly. I'm a psychologist, but if you have any questions, go ahead. But I'm an English teacher at a private course center. Okay, wonderful. Okay. What race are your genes from? I know you're American, but what did your great-grandparents come from? My great-grandparents were American. My great-great-great-grandparents were from Germany and England and a little bit of Ireland. And I think there was one person from like Sweden or something, but mainly Germany and England. Germany and England. We used to call jamming studio yapmak in our high school lean way. You would say studio. Well, okay, hold on. So in Turkey, you go to a studio to jam, right? So let's say studio yapalım, right? But that's not let's jam. That's let's go to the studio and jam, right? That's what they're saying. But jamming, you can jam at your house. You can jam in your car. You know, you don't have to be at a certain place to jam. But yeah, my friends, they would say, "Hey, bir studio yapalım." Yeah, my friends say that too. Hey, what's your horoscope? And do you think these are scientific? Well, no, they're not scientific at all. But I was born on, well, my birthday was 8 days ago. So you guys can tell me what I am, what thing I am, because I'm not sure what it is. Most people who study computer science in Turkey want to go to Germany. That's why I asked the previous question. You asked that question like 10 years ago. I don't know, man. All right. Well, I have reached the bottom of my list of questions. So I am going to ask you all to like the live stream. And when I get done asking you to like the live stream, I will answer a couple more questions. But listen, guys, if you are benefiting from my channel, why are you not liking the live stream? You need to go down and like the, is it over here? It's over here, right? Right here. You need to go down and like the live stream, guys. Okay? Or is it over here? I'm not sure where it is. I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, I'm not sure why you are being so, what's the word? Inatçı. How do you say inatçı in English? I don't remember. Stubborn. Why are you being so stubborn? Go down and like the live stream. Okay? All right. So let's answer a couple more questions. And then we'll be done. I'm leaving, guys. I don't know if someone wants to know. See you guys. All right, man. I'll see you next time. Be like çok görmeyin be. Okay. Bunu çevirsene, Zack. No. Okay. Oh, I see. But jamming in a house is very uncommon here in Turkey unless A, you don't live in an apartment, or B, you guys don't have an electric guitar or drummer that's going to make a hell of a noise. A hell of a lot of noise. A hell of a lot of noise. You can say that. I'm not stubborn at all. Maybe not, man. But you probably already liked the live stream, so it's okay. And then everyone is telling me, have you ever been to Ireland or Malta? No, I have never been to Ireland or Malta. My favorite trip was probably to, oh, I don't know, Thailand, maybe Ethiopia or Egypt. Hey guys, I'm gonna go because I am tired of talking. I've been talking for a long time, and it's gone. I'm out of oralet or whatever this was. I don't know what this was. My wife made it, and it was awesome. But listen, guys, I gotta go. I love you guys. Thank you for coming out. Maybe I can do live streams more often. Maybe not. I don't know. When are we gonna do the next Zoom unit? I couldn't join the previous one. Maybe we could do it like every other week or something. Every other week, maybe. I don't know. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. You're all awesome. See ya.